The next One Piece movie has been finally announced, and I've already made a video covering all the details that we currently have for it. You can watch my previous video for a much more in-depth analysis and overall news about the current situation. But in this video, I'm going to talk about something little different which concerns the canonicity of this movie and why I feel like things are basically lining up for something very big in the world of One Piece. So let's just jump into it, but before that, if you're new here, then please consider subscribing to our channel since I do weekly anime and manga related content along with a bunch of other stuff. With that being said, let's quickly start the video. So, along with the name of this movie, that is One Piece film Red, we also have a sort of message from Oda which is pretty hilarious in my opinion, and it also gives us a lot of clarifications about the upcoming movie. Now, first of all, this is a very rough translation, and it basically states that Oda is tired of drawing legendary old grandpa characters in movies, and therefore he wanted to draw a little female character, and that's how he came up with this character, and that's how this entire process started. Moreover, that's not all, because Goro Taniguchi, the director of this film, was the first ever person in the world to animate Luffy as well, which is a very big thing as well. So this upcoming movie news will surprise you a lot. This is the new movie Red. And of course, we got to see that the D is scratched, which is having a very similar scar pattern to the scar of Shanks, which is essentially hinting towards a movie based around Shanks and the red-haired pirates. So that's fine and all. I reported all of these things in my previous video as well. So what is new here? Well, the new thing here is this picture right here. This is supposed to be the new character of this movie. Initially when I saw this picture, I was immediately reminded of Shirahoshi, but at the very next moment I was also sort of remembering that maybe this looks like Sanji, or rather Sanji's siblings, because they have those headphone like things upon their ears. But then again, it seems like this is a new character, a character which we have not seen so far. So I wonder, how is this all going to be involved in the overall story? Furthermore, is this character going to have some sort of a relationship to Shanks? Maybe an old relationship of Shanks? I mean, relationships in the world of One Piece are pretty dubious. We have had this theory for a very long time that Shanks had a relationship with Makino, but I'm not going to enter that debate here, that particular topic here. But instead, what is going to be the status of this movie? That is the central point of discussion for this video, because I feel like the stars are sort of aligning up at this moment. Especially after seeing the immense success of Demon Slayer Mugen Train, I feel like every single studio in this world, especially anime studios, are going to jump into this bandwagon of making a canonical anime movie. Now, so far we have not had a single canonical anime movie. Most of them are non-canon, fillerish, you could say, or basically in their own little world. But this movie seems to have the precedence to have a very important role, because it is most likely going to diverge into the backstory of Shanks. Moreover, I don't really feel like a current storyline about Shanks or a movie about Shanks right now in the current given scenario would be really that apt or appropriate, especially considering how currently the Straw Hats are wrapping up things in Wano and will proceed towards Elbaf in the near future. So their eventual meetup is going to be something. So I don't really feel like Shanks is going to do something really big right now, even though Oda had told us that the Red Hair Pirates is going to make a big move sometime in the future. So that big move might be some sort of a declaration upon the world government or something like that. But either way, my leaning or my inclination right now for this movie is a potential backstory for Shanks. We literally know very little about the character of Shanks, so it would really make a lot of sense to have his sort of backstory involved in an overall movie. And this entire scenario can also be sort of adapted into the manga, because here Oda can sort of utilize the technique used in Dragon Ball Super, especially considering the retelling of the Broly movie. Rather than making a complete retell in the manga, Oda can just give a couple of panels where Shanks is reminiscing about the events in the past, especially how he got that particular scar. And leading from that, maybe the movie can make its beginning or starting, wherein we get the proper backstory of Shanks, who he was, what led to the scar, what maybe really happened alongside Blackbeard, what was their eventual fight, and the entire shenanigans surrounding the Will of D. Does he have the Will of D? Is he actually a secret member of the D clan? All of these questions are really unanswered, and a movie like this would be the perfect opportunity to make the first canonical One Piece film that involves an important character like Shanks and give us some much needed background to him as well. Moreover, another interesting factor in this particular regard would be Toei Animation in itself, especially considering how they made the first canonical Dragon Ball movie in the form of Dragon Ball Super Broly, and the upcoming next movie, which is going to be Dragon Ball Super Super Heroes, which is yet again most likely going to be canonical in nature. So considering all of these things and also the overall impact of Demon Slayer Mugen Train, I feel like this is the perfect opportunity for One Piece to also join the bandwagon. Moreover, this movie can also have some very good cameos by some of the legendary figures like Rox D. Zebek as well, if the story is actually daring enough. Moreover, the anime and the manga don't need a complete retelling of these events. They can just have a couple of scenes dedicated to it, especially where Shanks is reminiscing the past, and this movie basically diverges into that past. And if the things are right, if timing is correct, maybe, just maybe, this movie can also eventually lead us into Elbaf. Now, this upcoming section is a bit of a manga spoiler for the anime only fans. You have been warned. Please click off this video if you do not want to get yourself spoiled. So, I feel like this movie can not only just talk about Shanks as a kid or the childhood of Shanks, but rather also the early days of the Red Hair Pirates. A very interesting revelation happened recently in the manga involving the character of Who's Who, and how we got to learn that it was Shanks. It was Shanks who actually stole this fruit from the world government. And by this fruit, I obviously mean the Gomu Gomu no Mi, the main central devil fruit, which is the basis of Luffy's abilities. The manga was absolutely nuts about this, and this was a very big revelation that it was actually Shanks who stole this fruit from a well-guarded world government ship, and it was because of this incident, this huge incident, that Who's Who was actually penalized by the world government. Who's Who is a former CP0 member who was not actually able to protect the Gomu Gomu no Mi. It's very much possible that in this movie we might get to see this entire scene reenacted, and that would be absolutely amazing to watch as well. Moreover, as I said before, if the timings are actually correctly aligned, we might actually get to see this movie starting off the arc of Elbaf. I know this might be a little bit of stretch, but in the current manga arc, it seems like we are actually coming very close to the end of Act 3, especially with the appearance of Komurasaki. Now, this is absolutely huge, and it basically portrays that Act 4 might be coming up very soon. So, if things are aligned properly, maybe in the first half of next year, we might get to see the finale of Wano, and from there, we might eventually land upon the island of Elbaf. And this movie would be sort of a stepping point for them as to how Shanks arrived on Elbaf, and basically getting a backstory, a necessary backstory for both the manga as well as the anime. Now, all of these things are wishful thinkings of my own. These are still only speculations based upon my personal theories and headcanons. Until and unless there is an official confirmation, I'm not going to believe for a fact that a movie based around Shanks could actually be non-canonical. I feel like that would be a very big missed opportunity. This has to be a canonical film. All the set pieces are in place. This has to be a success. And finally, before ending on a funny note, this movie is actually titled One Piece Film Red. So that's basically a color. What is another color based movie that we have seen so far? It is One Piece Film Gold. I know that the gold there was referring to the material gold, but even then gold is actually a color. So this is technically the second color based movie. What's next? Is this going to be a theme which is followed in the future of the series as well? What's going to be the next color based movie? One Piece Film Green, maybe focusing upon Zoro? I mean, that might not be the best ideas, but I feel like One Piece Black would be really interesting because of Blackbeard. I mean, just imagine in a similar fashion to this, a movie dedicated to Blackbeard. How cool that would be. But anyway, that is all wishful thinking and just a fun tease moving forward. So what do you guys think about all of these things? I already have a poll on the channel community page. Please go and vote there, give me your opinions. I would love to hear them. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining in. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more. Join the channel membership for some very cool perks and features. Join the Discord server for more. This is Wonder YZ. I'll see you all in the next video.